All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is FIFA 16 career mode. First off, I want to apologize if I sound like death. I've been battling a cold for the last few days, and yeah, I'm actually starting to feel better today, although I may not sound like it. But, anyways, I went with Coventry City, the Fighting Sky Blues. And as you see, we finished the season on top 33 wins, 10 draws, 3 losses. Got a hell of a lot of goals. Gave up not so many goals. Finished with 109 points, 17 points ahead of Wigan. I believe Chesterfield was the other team to be promoted, that they won the playoff. And then the teams that were relegated, Fleetwood Town, Swindon Town, Crewe Alexandra, and Bury. Now, while our success in the league looks great, our success in other cup competitions was not so great. We bombed out. We did make it to the round of 16 in the Emirates Cup. As you see, we're over there towards the middle on the right. We lost to Bournemouth 1-0, and it was one of those typical FIFA games, where you get 25 shots, 20 of them on target, and just none of them will go in. The keeper saves everything. And of course, Bournemouth had one shot on target and it went in. So that's how that game went. The Capital One Cup, we lost our very first game on penalties. So yeah, we were done with that one by August. The Johnstone Paint Trophy, we won our first game on penalties and then lost the second game on a 90th minute goal. So it wasn't really that good. And as you see there, Chesterfield beat Millwall. Oh yeah, and we played in this is the preseason trophy or tournament we played, and we wound up winning that one. Now, one other thing I want to mention with this, while I did sign some young players throughout the first season, my ultimate goal here is going from this point forward. The only players I can sign will be free agents, and that's probably just to add some depth. But from this point forward, I want to make the squad completely built off of the youth team. So it's going to be tricky because I didn't realize up until a couple days ago that you can only have so many players in your youth squad. So let me go down the squad report here. And like I said, I did sign some players throughout the season to fill in. So if you see a lot of these guys are just guys that I swapped out. Like Cyens, as well as the goalkeeper, and this Ghoul guy, but he's moved up 6 spots. Robert's moved up 4. I should also mention, too, why I picked Coventry City, because they have 3 very young, great prospects up top in Lamaris, Adam Armstrong, and James Madison. Now, Armstrong is on loan when you start, and he goes back to Newcastle in January. But you get him. Well, I wound up signing him back, and naturally, of course, I did the financial takeover option to get that. Guadino moved up 4 to a 72. Burke moved up 5 to a 65. Khalifi. Oh yeah. Also, this guy Khalifi, the other guy who started basically all the games in League One for me was Jacob Murphy, but he's on loan from Norwich City. So he just wound up going back, and I'm debating if I want to re-sign him or not, or just go through with what I've already said and not signing players like that from here on out. But Lamaris moved up 4 to a 67. He was probably my MVP of the year, just the way he played. Madison moved up 6 to a 70. He had a really good season. Armstrong moved up 3 to a 71. Now, the problem is that his goals and assists only say 3 and 3 and only 13 appearances. When he went back to Newcastle, even though I signed him back to me like 3 days later, all of his stats reverted to 0. So he probably has more like 15 goals in League One. Ben Swanson, +4 to a 66. Boga went up +7 to a 69. This guy and Lamaris were probably my MVPs for the season. They both played tremendous. Acosta moved up 1 to a 67. This guy signed at the January window to add. Most of these guys are just to add depth. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. Rita Johnson. He's a lot of these guys too that are currently Coventry City players in real life. I think there's like 8 of them. Their deals are ending in the next couple days here because we're at the season. So I'm just gonna let them go and just continue to fill in. Fabian moved up 4 to a 72. This guy's really good, but his stamina is atrocious. Yergi moved up 4 to a 69. This is one of our youth players that we just signed. I think you could pretty much always tell the youth players by the funky looking pictures they have on the left there. But yeah, we just signed him, and I put him out for loan because this guy is another youth player. He's 68. He's 16 years old, and it's on the youth report thing. It said his overall potential is 93 to 94. So this guy is going to be amazing. Vincelot didn't budge. As you see, contract expiring in 1 month. Same with him. Same with him and him. This is a free agent we signed. One of those guys from India that's always listed there. This is another guy who's expiring in a month. Expiring in a month. Harry's, we put him on loan at Wimbledon. And this is another one of those Indian free agents, and he's on loan at Walsall. This is a guy we signed, and we put him out on loan. And this guy's on at loan. See, look at this is another thing that we've always complained about the loan system. Still, I mean, this guy Jack Finch gets loaned out in like August, hasn't played a single game for them. Like, why bother picking him up? Anyways, that's the squad report. Let's see. As you see, my finances are now to like 7.4 mil with 38,000. So I mean, we're getting down in the lower end. Luckily, I know at FIFA 16, you get to keep your wages going into the next season. They don't vanish, and then yeah, that was stupid. I never understood that. Also, I should mention one of the cool things is with the youth squad, with the whole training aspect in FIFA 16 that you have now, you can train your youth squad players in there, which is pretty much why I got that goalkeeper from like 58 to 65 so quick, is from training him while he was with the youth squad. So my youth staff, because I did the $40 million financial takeover, I got all five star. I think the scouts are actually cheaper this year. They were only like 4 million for one of them. I think normally, like last year, weren't they like 12 million or something? But anyways, and then our youth academy. This is where we've really maxed out. This Lacazette guy was one of the guys that, like, you know, you can buy in the FC catalog, the Scout Future Star. And they come back with this scrub. I mean, 73 to 79 overall, 55 overall. Like, what is that? That's horrible. So, yeah, I got this Castillo. Problem is I've been playing a 3-5-2. So a lot of these guys that play outside back, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with. But, I mean, it's really hard to pass this guy up with his 87 to 93. Chris Mowat, 55 overall, 80 to 88. Christian Rapp, 51 overall, 77 to 91. Felipe Marcano, 51 overall, 74 to 94. Fernando Alonso, 51, 74 to 94. Hawk Zimmerman, 62, 72 to 94. Henry Craig, 57, 73 to 91. Jorge Asenio, 51, 86 to 94. Mario Diaz, 54, 74 to 88. Michael Ferrate, 57, 82 to 92. Philip Kraft, 48, 81 to 87. Rani Yopek, 61, 77 to 83. Sergio Alvarez, 55, 74 to 94. Proschwitz, 61, 80 to 86. And Stefan Barre, 55, 77 to 91. So, I mean, there's a lot of talent in there. Obviously, you got to wait. This guy is only 4'11". I just noticed that. He's only 4'11". Oh, my. I mean, I understand he's 16. Maybe he hasn't had that growth spurt yet, but I doubt they grow in FIFA. Now I got to go through and look at all these. That guy's 6'3". He's English tall. He's only 5'1". 4'11" though. So, yeah, I mean, that's really about it. I don't want to make this video go too long. The player stats, yeah, Madison was wound up down there in 15th. I'm sure Armstrong would have been up there as well. Assists, we got Madison up there in 2nd. Lamiris up there in 4th. O'Brien in 12th. And Boga in 15th. Clean sheets, I don't know how you pronounce the E with the funky character over at Staniak. He had 18, led the way. Jaskalainen was in 2nd. We did get a red card in our last game of the season, surprisingly enough. And we actually got, I think, a few yellow cards this year, which is something we normally don't do. But anyways, thanks for bearing with me on this one. Yeah, that's season 1. I'm sure season 2 will be a little more interesting because we're kind of doing a self-imposed transfer ban. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, where we're going to really have to kind of start over almost with some of the squad. That they're going to be youth players and their overalls aren't going to be as high as, guys we could sign or re-sign for that matter. But anyways, thanks for watching as always, and I'll catch you all in the next video I do. Peace.